Hey, I keep getting this popping in my suspension. It kind of sounds like coil bind, and it happens mostly when I'm standing mostly still and turning the wheel. And it just sort of sounds like a metal pinging popping sound, so I'm trying to troubleshoot and figure out what it is. One question I had is this, of course, this is an RSX 2005. This is my steering rod, the rack itself. So I don't know if you could see that, but if I is that supposed to move like that? And this is just with the car completely jacked up off the ground, and I'm just sort of putting up and down pressure on it, and it kind of wiggles a bit. So I'm wondering if that's normal or not. It doesn't look like the entire thing is wiggling. See? It looks like it's just like this sort of piece here. It kind of goes into there. And it doesn't look like it's the bolts are loose. It looks like the entire piece is wiggling. And basically Buddyclub N+ suspension, and I can sort of try to, this is me wiggling the wheel at about the 9 o'clock. Hopefully that's coming through somewhat well here. And that's what I get. It looks like the entire shaft sort of tilts up a little bit from that wiggle spot that I showed you before. And besides that, it's just I put in new lower bushings, because at first I thought it was the lower bushings on the Buddyclubs. I have roll center adjusters, but those seem to be pretty good in there for the most part. I just installed those not too long ago. And beyond that, it's just the regular Buddyclub N+. Most of the other stuff, it's still the stock sway bar, stock bushings. Those look pretty tight for the most part. I mean, I tightened them pretty good with a 19, and of course I'm getting to the point where the entire rod the entire shock rod sort of spins when I tighten it, so I don't think those can get tightened anymore. But basically the only things I have left, in case it matters, I was setting the preset, which I was told was 200 millimeters for the front shocks, and I noticed that the actual springs themselves are about 197. So when I did that preset, of course I could spin them pretty easily by hand, so I'm wondering if the springs got compressed. So I've been talking to Buddyclub, and they've been saying that we might have to do a bigger preset, so it could just be coil bind from them not being from the tightening of the actual spring itself. I can't think of the name of that, but anyway, basically presetting the like how tight it is for the top coils or whatever. But that's the only thing that I can think of now, so I'm guessing it's either something with that play in the tie rod, if that's not normal, or it's that I just need to go ahead and put a tighter pre-tightening on it than 200 millimeters for the front, as it's normally suggested, since my springs seem to be a little shorter. Alright, well, I'm not going to make this any longer, just thought it would be easier to put in the video.